Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for Dexter Resurrection. This one's going to be doing another discussion video for today, leading into episode 7 of Dexter Resurrection. We have a brand new episode of Dexter tonight, episode 7 of season 1. We're getting into the later episodes of the season now. We're definitely getting a bit closer to closing in now, which is very exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing how this season wraps up and what they have in store for us here coming up. So, I've heard this theory multiple times, and I wanted to kind of give my opinions on it, give my thoughts on the idea, and whether or not I think there is credibility to this or not. So, obviously in episode 6, this is spoilers for episode 6, of course, but I mean, if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you've seen episode 6, but I'll give you a spoiler warning either way. Mia died in that episode. She was killed. She was, killed off in her jail cell. She was, she hung herself, right? Even though we all know that, Charlie paid off that guy to be a, the guard and stuff like that, and then obviously he kind of was sitting there, and obviously we know that he must have done something to her now, so a lot of people are now theorizing, and I've also heard Christian Ritter, who apparently has been talking about the fact that apparently we are far from over with Mia's character. There is more for her to see, and apparently there is more stuff from Mia's character to find out. Plus, she was on the talk show that they do, Dexter Cuts, I think they call it, with Jamie Chong or whatever, that one woman that interviews everybody and stuff like that. Well, she basically, the one that did the podcast, New Blood, well, she does like the after shows for Dexter. I'm sure everybody has seen them. They're really funny. They're really entertaining. I would highly advise checking them out. Well, apparently Christian Ritter is going to be on one of these upcoming episodes. So a lot of people are now saying, they're like, okay, wait a minute, like, I thought Mia was dead. Why are we apparently expected to get more of Mia's character, and Christian Ritter is showing up on this? What does that mean? What does all that kind of indicate? Are they messing with us? You know what I mean? What's kind of the deal there? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Because, again, to me, it looked like Mia was dead to me. I mean, she was blue as hell, so it'd be kind of goofy if it was like, oh, yeah, there she is, you know what I mean? But a lot of people keep saying, they're like, yeah, no, there's going to be more of her. Christian Ritter's still around, you know what I mean? I'm like, how? I don't understand. So I don't know. They're taking the word resurrection maybe a little bit too literally, you know what I'm saying? I know that, that's kind of just a theory right now, but I tell you what, if we get Mia back, I'm going to call BS on that. That would be stupid as hell. She was clearly dead in that scene, you know what I mean? I mean, like I said, even with Gemini, like, I'm down with a twin, you know what I mean? But I was like, okay, like, okay, so his brother meant nothing, like that was just kind of a filler, that was just filler, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, okay, with Mia, it's like, it's one of those scenarios where I'm like, I thought Mia, I mean, you guys know my opinion. I think Mia's been the weakest thing of Dexter Resurrection so far. I have had serious issues with her character because they introduced her as a vigilante type of killer, which I thought was an interesting concept when they first introduced her. Obviously, Christian Ritter is an incredible actress, so I was like, okay, she's going to be able to pull this off very, very well. Then in episode 5, they almost kind of do the swerve where it's like, oh, by the way, she's actually just a psycho that likes killing people. And I remember when I heard that, I was like, fuck no. Oh, damn, really? That's all we're getting? Okay, that's kind of a bummer. That's kind of a letdown.
Fuck no.
And then in episode 6, well, she honestly wasn't anything. She just was there to die, you know what I mean?
Fuck no.
But now people are saying, like, okay, did she die, though, or was that, like, a fake or something? I'm like, I don't think it would be a fake. That looked pretty much like her to me, you know what I mean? And we know she was in jail, so I don't think that's the case, but, I mean, again, we'll have to see.
There's no way someone's that fucking stupid. Let's induct you.
So in terms of kind of Mia's character and what I can kind of say about her, I think she's dead. I don't understand the theories of her returning. I don't see the reason for it. But at the same time, I mean, I will say, this is a show called Dexter Resurrection, and clearly, based off what we've seen of Gemini Killer, you can think that he's dead at one moment, and then he's back at another moment, you know what I mean? That's probably my biggest, like, con with this season so far, is, like, I find that when stuff happens, it's not permanent. It's like, oh, by the way, swerve, which I find they're doing a little bit too much of that, you know what I mean? And if they were to do it with Mia, I would be like, okay, this is getting a little ridiculous, you know what I mean? So I'm going to kind of just say I am debunking this on my end. I don't think Mia is alive. No, I don't think she has a twin sister. I know she's mentioned having a sister before. I really hope that they don't go the route of, oh, she has a twin sister too, you know what I mean? Like, I hope they don't do that. That would be strange, you know what I mean?
It's so fucking exotic.
Again, Christian Ritter is incredible. I did like Mia's character, at least for the most part, until they did the twist, and then I found it went a little generic. But, I don't know. I would say, for me at least, they just need to keep her character gone. Mia did not really land for me. I liked her at first, but I felt like they misused her in some ways that I kind of wish that they didn't. Admittedly, that's kind of just my feelings on the idea. But again, we'll have to see. Episode 7 is tonight, y'all. So, of course, tomorrow we're going to be reviewing Episode 7 of Dexter Resurrection. I am looking forward to it. We got them going to Leon's, place. We got like this big like mansion that they're going to, this like resort. And obviously you got Dexter and Gemini Killer that are going to be, at each other's throats. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see what ends up happening there. I'm very curious to see how far we'll get in the story. Will we kill the Gemini twin this episode? Is that just going to be a one-episode thing? Will we get more of Prater? You know what I mean? More of his villain intentions? Because we are getting closer to wrapping up the season. And I will admit, the closer we get to wrapping up the season, the more I'm kind of sitting there, I'm like, yeah, we do need to get more Prater soon, though. Like, I do think Prater needs to be starting to do a bit more, you know what I mean? So, I'm hoping in this episode we get a little bit more of him, because at this time in New Blood, Kurt was already, like, forefront, you know what I mean? So, I'm hoping that we do get a lot of Prater in this new episode of Dexter Resurrection. That's my hope, at least. But, again, we'll have to see. So, let me know your thoughts. That's kind of just some thoughts of mine going into episode 7. I definitely have had my grievances with the last couple episodes. I feel like there's been a few things that have been definitely a little bit weird. But I'm looking forward to seeing where the season goes. I think there's a lot of potential for it to go in a really great direction. And I am very, very excited to see, what they do with this whole Prater situation, with the Gemini twist now, with the Gemini twin. And is there a shot of Mia coming back? You know what I mean? I don't think there is, but again,
yes, I guess.
She's doing an episode of Dexter Cuts, and again, I mean, a lot of people are saying like, no, that's not her. I'm like, well, I believe it is, but again, that's just one man's opinion, I guess. So, anyway, if you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoy videos like this, make sure, of course, to click the subscribe button. If you don't miss any of the videos, make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for Dexter Resurrection. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies need a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.